Hello guys, thank you for watching my video. If this is your first time, don't forget to like, you comment, and then you subscribe. Okay, today I want to talk about something serious as human life is concerned. And the subject of my message is how to curse yourself unknowingly. How to curse yourself unknowingly. One way that you can curse yourself unknowingly is when you allow people or when you do things to people that will make them to cry or that will make them to weep, or when people weep because of your doing or because of your bad reactions to them. For example, a message between a servant and then a master. Assuming you are a boss, and I mean you, the person reading this or watching this video, sorry. Assuming you are a boss and you have a servant and you discuss with your servant that I want you to work for me like this, and I'll pay you this amount by the end of the month. Assuming you tell your servant you pay him $50 by the end of the month. Now, when the month ends, you've given only $25 to your servant. Sorry, one of the things you need to understand is every human being is made up of water, blood, and the spirit inside, the soul also. Now, when somebody wants to work for you, physically, the person uses his strength, his blood, his water to work for you. So when the person works for you and you do not pay the person, it is like you are shedding an innocent blood. Not by only choking the person with a knife or gun or whatever, no. You have let somebody pour his blood down. So you have shed an innocent blood. And by doing that, the person will be weeping and be crying in his heart that even if I were to know, I will not work for you. But the person has already done the work for you. So if you don't want to bring curse on yourself, then be ready to fulfill all your promises you made with people. All the agreements you signed with people, you have to be ready to fulfill them. Because when you do not fulfill all those agreements, you make the person to feel so bad and thinks that there is no hope. Like, if I were to know, I will not use my time and my energy to work for you. So you have to be careful. Now, it is not only about you that this particular curse will have effect on. Sometimes this curse will not have effect on you, because sometimes you can look at yourself, your stature, you might be financially okay for now. So you try to do some kind of things to people when they work for you, you not pay them and all those stuff, so you not pay them the real amount. When you are doing that, it's like you are putting a stumbling block on yourself, on your ways. Sometimes it will not affect you because one, sometimes you think that the things you have around you is okay, is enough for you. You can use it to sustain yourself. But what about your next generation? That is why people sometimes curse their own children and their generations without knowing. Be careful be careful that nobody cries because of your doings. If you know that you cannot stick to any promise, be careful. These are some of the mistakes that I made in my life. Sometimes when I see some kind of changes or some kind of moves, and I said, God, please help me with this thing. If I get it, I'll stick out to you like this, like this. Some kind of promises without even not preparing. I wasn't prepared in my mind before making the promise. And sometimes when I get the results like that, then I started thinking, this one, even if I remove this amount, the rest of the amount will not be enough for me. So by doing that, you are bringing curse on your own way. For you to move ahead, it becomes very difficult. And not only that, when somebody works for you, you do not pay the person the real amount. Look at something. The person will be weeping, and that it has created an avenue for the enemy, because by the weeping of that person, it has makes you to for Satan to come into your life at any time because you let somebody weep. So when it happens like that, sometimes your ways of moving forward becomes difficult. It's very, very serious. And sometimes we will be in our graves, or you will die before your children will be passing through all these challenges without them even knowing. Let us be careful how when it comes to servant and boss relationship. And not only that, how we relate to people, how we fulfill or we stick to our promises is very important for us not to bring curse upon our own ways or in our own life, and sometimes which affect our next generation. You have to be very careful, because the things you do today, it doesn't matter what you are doing today, it will have effect on you, whether positive or negative. It doesn't matter. So we have to be careful in our doings. We have to be careful the things we do every day, because sometimes the things we do today determines our tomorrow and our future. It's very important. Thank you very much. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and comment after this video. And if you are blessed, share it. Put in your comments. I always say that your comments helps me a lot. Thank you very much. Do things that do not bring curse upon your own ways or in the life of your next generation. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.